Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat.
Good morning! Another Wednesday.
We made it!
We made it. And we're melting.
Yeah, it's looking good out there.
It's looking good out there. There is a picture that kind of went viral, at least in our neck of the woods, that we will... I don't know, I talk all this big talk like I know what you guys do, but if we can put it in either right now or at the end, but there's a picture of all of the snow at Cle Elum. Did you see that picture?
Yes, and the dog.
And the dog.
Yeah.
Looking out. Yeah, there's this house and so much snow, and yeah, so we'll put the picture.
Yeah, all you can see is the glass door, and it's glowing from and this dog looking outside of it. You coming?
And I got out there.
Gonna come see me?
Yeah.
There's so much snow.
Yeah, finally starting to melt. And other, North Carolina got snow.
I saw
South
that.
Carolina got snow. And Georgia got
Just
snow.
enough to dust everything, and it's all gone. And then, let's see, Tracy's friend went home yesterday, and they got pummeled in Pennsylvania.
I think Pennsylvania normally gets a bunch of snow.
Yeah. But I guess it's not used to one
All
big
at once.
3-foot dump.
Yeah.
Because she said, yeah, we're surprised when she came that they had probably as much snow on the ground that we did, and she said that's not usually normal. But yeah, they had their massive, yeah.
Weather.
Mother Nature, she has a mind of her own.
She is ticked off.
She might have.
She's over this COVID.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Over it.
Over it.
Yeah. Or something.
I don't know. She's over it.
Yes. All right, let's see. We have all kinds of questions. So one thing is that, I guess it was Friday when we were going over, right? Was that when it was when we read all of the comments about what happened to the box or whatever?
Yes.
So people liked that. They thought that was funny. And a couple people asked about scripts. And so they had asked, they said, well, how do you decide what you're going to talk about? And people have asked us this before. How do you decide what you're going to talk about, and who writes your script, and, or whatever? Do you have a writer? Oh. And I know. It's like, no.
We're witty.
No. We, and people have asked us this, and here's the thing, is that even for FabriChat and for all of it, it is 100% chitty chatting.
Yeah, I just show up late, she's got her notes, and it's go time.
And my notes are just... the questions, and what the national day is or whatever. So all of it is just banter.
Yeah.
It really is just yakking, because that's really what we think is fun, is the idea of sitting down with friends and having coffee. And so it really should be like a normal conversation where we're not reading a script and, trying to fake some laughter, or whatever. So anyway, we get asked that quite a bit, but there was a whole bunch of them. I don't know, apparently and somebody said we were squirrely and on a roll, and there was all sorts of descriptors, and I thought, oh no, maybe I should go back and watch that, but I think I don't like to watch us.
Me neither.
I know, my hair always looks funny.
Say, when I was editing for that week, and I do make myself laugh though. Because Rob's like, what are you laughing at? Oh, you don't. You don't want to know. He's like, no, let me. He's like, oh my gosh, you're laughing at yourself. Yeah. I'm pretty funny.
Yes. Well, I think I think that's true though. When somebody else is laughing, you can't help
Laughter
but laugh.
is contagious.
Even if it's you that's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that you guys couldn't tell, but we talk about this snort.
Oh my. I don't know how I got it. I'm the only one in my
She's the only one in the family that, you know what I'm talking about. When she laughs, she's...
Yeah. That's me. I don't know if my kids have it.
I just love it. She's the only Rang that does it, but it makes me crack up because it's like a laugh with an exclamation point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So every once in a while there's so anyway, because I think I was saying, I even got a snort out of it, but I don't know if you guys can always hear it. But anyway, speaking of snorting, Lizzie is. So anyway, so that was the first question was, who writes your script? No, maybe someone should. So The other thing is, we should mention this first, is what the National Day is. Because it's kind of a funny thing. Today is National Popcorn Day.
Oh, that's a good day.
Which is really, really good. Yesterday was National Gourmet Coffee Day.
Wasted on me.
Yeah. And today is also National Quark
Day.
Do you know what that is? Q-U-A-R-K?
No.
I think I spelled that right. I did not know
I was
what
thinking
it was
wine
either.
fork.
Quark. It is a cheese.
Oh.
Which I thought was really weird because you know how some people have a vegetable drawer and a meat drawer? Both of us have a cheese drawer.
Yeah, we do.
We're all
My
in that cheese
drawer is bigger than my vegetable drawer.
Yeah, me too. And in our refrigerator here at work, you can always find cheese. Always. We love cheese. I've never had quark.
I don't think I've had either.
No, I don't know what it is. They kind of described what it was, and I don't know. It didn't really sound very good, so I'm not sure. But the interesting thing is tomorrow is National cream cheese day or something. So I wonder,
That's
do you have to
my
get the
kinda day.
taste out of your mouth?
Oh, is it one of those?
I don't know what it is.
I
So
don't know. The best kind of, some of the best cheese are the smelliest.
The best cheese, cougar cheese. So not everybody knows what that is if you're not from here.
I've never.
You've never had.
I
cougar
know,
cheese?
and
I have some in my fridge.
I know.
Do you not know a cougar?
And I do know. I know Nathan, and if he watches this,
I don't think they share it.
I know they don't.
Cougars
They
don't
do
share
not.
it. And if they knew that I was a husky, which of course,
Eating cougar cheese. I have heard
I
though
think
it is
there's
the
that
best thing.
It is so good. It's so different.
Nathan and Alex, they wait for it to go on sale, and even our local dealership, he will buy it and buy a truck, bring it here so that he can, because he's an alum, so he will sell it, and he sells out in 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's
When there's
huge...
apple cup, because I'm a husky, which is I went to the University of Washington. The Cougars are Washington State University over on the opposite side. So I went to Seattle. Cougars are over in Spokane. Not everybody knows about the Washington State University, but people know about the Zags, about Gonzaga, which is a little farther north. But anyway, Cougars, and at the college they make cougar cheese. Do you think that not everybody can buy it? Do you have to be an alum to buy it?
No, you do not. But you have to go to a special store that sells it. Not every store can sell cougar cheese.
That worried me for a minute there.
So
wait, what?
No, you have to just go to someone who sells cougar cheese, which means it has to be a business that probably is an alumni. I mean, I don't think you just no. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I just know I don't.
We don't know. I know that I don't get it very often, and it's almost always a gift, and I seldom share it.
Yeah.
Because the last time I got one was from Judy.
Yes.
And it was
She didn't even
retreat.
open it. No,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't try it.
Yeah, I shared the other stuff that was in the bag, but not the cougar cheese.
I have heard though it is the best cheese ever.
It's really good because it's a harder. It
and
almost
people
has
buy it by 3 at a time, and it's
It's in a tin.
it's the size of a pie, a couple inches. I mean, it's a thing.
If you ever have an
Cougar
opportunity,
cheese, Washington State cougar cheese.
it's
a
really
thing.
good. Apparently, it's not like quark.
And it's seasonal. It's during apple
It is
cup season.
seasonal.
It's
And
really-
Apple Cup is in February. No, that's when Super Bowl is.
I think it's towards April.
It's in April?
Springish, beginning
Springish.
of the season, somewhere in there.
Football season is in the fall.
Well, I know, but I
it's-
mean before it starts.
No,
I
it's in
think
like
it's April because I've been to that. I think it's April.
The Apple Cup? We're going to look it up. The Apple Cup is when
It's college ball.
when the Cougars and the Huskies battle it out. And the Huskies almost always win.
You know.
I'm just saying. Anyways, I probably made a few enemies
That's
there.
the only time she's any little,
No, I'm not.
spicy.
The
She
funny
doesn't
thing
care.
is, I know. So, because I went to the
November
university.
26th.
November 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
in because football
That
season
might have been
for
about when I
all
got it.
colleges and high schools is in the fall,
Right.
and then winter sports are volleyball or basketball.
Because I think it goes in on sale early fall.
That's when
'Cause
I
you
got it.
can't
I
get
got
it-
it in October.
Because you can't get it by Halloween when people are around town. You can't buy it then. You have to get it before. But I don't know.
We've told you nothing.
I've
We've
not.
told you nothing except it's National Quark Day, which is a cheese, but
Not
eat
like cougar cheese.
And tomorrow, I think it's
Get y'all cream
something
cheese.
else. Yeah. Yeah, and as far as being a Husky versus Cougar thing, it's the funniest thing because that's where I went to medical school, was the University of Washington, and it is a humongous campus. When I went there 35 years ago, the population of the campus was 40,000. And it was humongous. Everybody lived on campus, and everything was there, and that's all you did was study constantly. I never went to a game, didn't care at all. But
when we were touring Seattle, because I went to the Art Institute of Seattle, and when we were getting ready to kind of drop me off, we took the whole tour, and we were driving by the campus and everything, and it's huge.
It's massive. It's a city. It has its own police force, has its own fire department,
its own transportation. Everything. It just stays in this little.
It has its own everything.
It's amazing.
But we're busy, and so I think it's funny that there's Husky pride, of course, but, and this is going to sound terrible, and I don't mean it to. I never had it. I was busy. I was in medical school. I was super, super busy. I was coming home on the weekends, or well, not every weekend, but when I could. And so I just never really thought about it at all. Then, of course, when you go to work and all of a sudden there's this whole Apple Cup thing, and there's all of this rivalry, and it's like, well, and Dr. Graham saying, well, you're a Husky. It's like, yeah, I guess I am. And it's funny because now the contrast is that Pullman, where Wazoo is, where the Cougars are, that entire town is the college. Yeah. Is the college. They all are it's different. Yeah. So everybody goes to the football games. Everybody goes to the basketball games. Everybody
They're called Cougar Moms. Like legit. Oh.
Cougar Moms.
Cougar Mom.
Yeah.
And they bring the whole ice chest full of everything for, their own. Yeah.
They would never wear purple and gold no matter what. It's a funny thing. No. And so it's a funny thing because the whole personality of following your sports team, following your college team, it is 100% different. So what's funny about it is that the only time I really ever admit to being a Husky is if there's a Cougar in the room. It's like, oh, what?
Just poking the bear.
Just poking him. I totally don't care.
No. She knows nothing.
I don't know anything. And I have never cared, but the Cougars care so much that, I like to bring it just a little bit, just to get their whole little cat hair all on it. Yeah, so anyways. All right. So anyway, National Quark Day, celebrated by eating some cheese. I think that quark is such a weird word.
Yeah, for cheese.
It makes you wonder. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Look that up. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What was the other thing here? Our other notes. We have a little note here from Bev Miller, our friend from Canada. She said there are B batteries.
Is it for like hearing aids?
No.
Is it little ones?
No. She did a Google search and she sent a copy here. I'm just going to read it to you because I don't think I could. I printed it off because I'm not going to remember any of that. She says, while you typically won't see either A or B batteries on American store shelves, why won't you see A?
Because
you see single A. You see double A or triple A.
Mm-hmm.
A.
A, man.
Hey.
So my little pun for that is over here on the other side of the border.
South of Canada?
South of Canada. We always, the whole Canadian thing is they always say A.
A.
It's A. So I just wonder if a Canadian gangster would say A instead of yo. A. I don't know.
Inquiring minds. South of the border want to know.
If you're a gangster, what do you say?
A.
I don't know.
We are.
That was scripted. No, I'm kidding.
And we're saying that in love. We love all of our Canadian friends.
We do. I just
like this one right here. Yeah, but there's two ways that these Canadians always stand out. They say A to everything, and it's about.
About, yes.
About. But Canadians are so friendly.
They are so nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met one I didn't.
No, they're super. They're super.
Even
super
when we
nice.
went to
That's why we've
Vancouver. I
said,
don't
you
know
know,
why we weren't going
Americans aren't always welcome in every country. We have a little bit of a reputation sometimes. So what you always have to say, if you're nervous about it, just say you're from Canada, and throw in a little A every once in a while. Everybody loves Canadians.
Because they're all so nice.
They're all so nice.
Yeah.
A. It's true. So she says, while you won't see either A or B batteries on American store shelves, they're still out there in the wild. A batteries were used in the early model laptop battery packs and some hobby battery packs. B batteries are still sometimes used in Europe for lanterns and bicycle lamps.
Oh. Fancy that.
I don't think I've ever even seen one. The main difference between the two types of batteries is that type B batteries are generally shipped without electrolyte and need to be serviced with electrolyte before charging. I don't even know what that even means.
That's a lot.
I don't even know. Type B batteries also require periodic checking and refilling during the life of the battery.
Ooh, yeah. I would not purchase B batteries.
No, just throw them away and get a new one.
It makes
I
it
don't
almost
even
like
understand it. Oh, and then she says, she adds, my husband says some older cars had B batteries.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if is a B battery big then?
I have no idea.
Well, bicycle lantern, it can't be
I'm
big.
guessing it's going to be bigger than an A and smaller than a C.
There you go. Hence the B.
Crazy. Batteries.
And maybe the whole B battery was the beginning of a rechargeable battery.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to refill and service a rechargeable
But
battery, you have to
who's gonna
re-plug
go
in and charge it
through
back up.
all of that.
Well,
I think that's why they're not around
a
anymore.
battery technician. Interesting.
I don't know.
A lot of work for an
I
American.
just like the
That's
whole
why it's not here.
recharging thing. Just
Yeah,
plug them
plug
in
it in.
and
Yeah.
rechargeable. The whole batteries. It makes Christmas so much nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Other questions. Somebody had a question, Ms. Turner, about border fabric. Not everybody was happy that we sold out so quickly of all of the panels of Jungle Life.
Yeah.
Was that the
Jungle
name of it?
Friends.
Jungle Friends. So cute. Super, super cute. But we did have still some of the border stuff left, because if you don't want to go through all of the trouble of mitering or doing something with your borders, it's like, well, what else am I supposed to do with it? We wanted to show you this. So this is border fabric. So what you can do, this one doesn't have binding on it yet, but... And this is just 3 yards of border fabric. So the seam, can you guys see? The seam is right here. And so it's just super cute. I mean, look how quick that is.
You can
do-
go as wide as you want. Again,
Yeah.
if you want it 60 inches, you need to get a
Yeah.
a yard.
So
and 3/4.
this is the 42 inches. This is your width of fabric here and here. So right now we are already 80 inches long. If you did 4 yards, right? So you'd have 2 yards across, put the seam 2 yards across, you would end up 72 by 84 with just one seam.
And you can choose to then put a border. If we really like this star one, you could put a border of that star and then bind. If you need
Yeah.
a little bit more to drape over your bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super fast. And you can even, Mom had a really old one, had like a really cute Christmas cat one. You can put some of the little Swarovski crystals on there. You can put some hand stitching in. You can definitely jazz it up if you feel like you want to do a little something extra. But it's really cute.
It is. I've done that even with a baby quilt before. You know, I've taken just 1 yard, then your 36 by 42, put a really cool minky on the back of it, quilt it, put your binding on it, and you're done. Good to go.
And it is something you could definitely not have to take to your long arm quilter. All you have to do is stitch down, those border stripes, and then you're tacked down. You don't have to do all of the heavy quilting. You can easily just do that faux stitch in the ditch.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, we talk about, that was the other comment. A lot of people made comments when we were saying cheater cloth. It's like, it's not cheating. It's not cheating. Pre-pieced. That's right. And I have said this a lot, and I say this a lot to people when they come into the store and things, to make things easy. If you are gifting a quilt, the majority of the people that you're gifting it to have no idea. They have no idea that took you a year or a year and a half or a day. They don't know, which is why if you're making a quilt for somebody, never let them pick out the pattern, because they're going to pick some applique circular with points. I don't know, don't let them pick that out. Have them pick out color, because again, something like this, I think I've told the story before about the bear quilt and Dad.
Yes.
I told that before. Yeah. That was like one of his favorite ones. And it was just exactly this. It was two borders sewn together. Yeah. And he loved it, loved it, loved it. And
sometimes it's not about how it's made. It's, you picked this fabric for me and this is so me. I love this.
It's the fabric.
It's the thought that you go into just putting one together. Even if you're going to give a gift for a quilter friend, you don't have to make it super, super intricate. As long as you found the perfect fabric for your quilty friend to make a really cute quilt because, they're going on a travel, or you just, quilters don't get quilts. So if you think, I'm just going to give her something she's going to actually really love, and it doesn't matter. It's all about the thought you put into it.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Totally.
So, Ms. Turner, slick borders. Let's see. The other question that we wanted to address, and I had told somebody, I did not write down her name, somebody who has a 20-year-old Viking. A lot of people have been watching Jordan's little, Jordan has a YouTube video about how to service your machine. If you haven't seen it yet, we can link that one below. It's really very, very good. He shows you the whole inside workings, talks about all of it, but there's oftentimes a lot of questions about it. And one in particular is Jordan tells everybody that metal on metal, it requires oil, and he oils everything. But some people are told, well, you don't have to oil your machine. And so they wanted a little bit of clarification on that. And I verified this with him this morning, and we talked about it for a while. But this is what we've always said to people, is that to say that a machine doesn't require oil, typically it's a selling point. It's okay. Everything has been very carefully honed, very carefully polished, so that if you've got, say, for example, the bobbin case rolling around in the hook, that it's going to be okay without that oil in there. And I think that's true. It'll be okay without that oil in there. However, it's metal on metal.
And at some point, it's going to have to be serviced. And your service tech is probably going to take even a Q-tip dipped in oil and rub it.
He's going to oil it. He's going to oil it. The only thing that they're saying when they say oilless is that you don't have to oil it. It doesn't have all those oils. We are used, or not are used to, we used to be used to the featherweight, which has, is it like 37 or 26?
That you're supposed to do like once a week. You're supposed to do all your little spots.
These little spots, and then you flip it up, and it even has some grease in there that you have to do, which was super, super crazy. So I think we've gone from that extreme to, it doesn't really need oil. But it does need serviced, because when it's serviced, your guy is going to oil it. Mm-hmm. And so they just don't want all this oil in there where it shouldn't be, in case you have chips in there. Computer chips in there. So you have to be careful about where you put it. So be careful about that. And I think what Jordan shows is just either oil or silicone, and to put it down where you've got metal on metal spinning constantly, which is your bobbin case in that race. So that's why he shows that.
And if you are worried about over oiling, put your drop of silicone, your drop on a Q-tip, and take that Q-tip and do a nice little swooshy. And that is plenty. You just need a little bit. Yes, your cotton ball is going to have a tiny bit of lint on it, but since it's covered in oil, it's not going to be laying down all of that lint. So just because you've cleaned it, now you're adding more lint, that's not the case. Yeah. You're just putting a nice little shimmer of oil down off the little cotton ball.
And did he show, Brittany, in the video how we make these?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because these are, I think that now somebody is selling them. Awesome. And they're like, $3 for 10 of them or something like that. I don't know.
Make your own.
But this is what they are. These are coffee stir sticks. And we do like the long ones, so you can get way in there and not have to worry about it. I think that the ones that you can buy are about half this size. But this is the long coffee stir stick. And this is just from the dollar store. This is just chenille. Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. Chenille sticks. These are craft sticks.
They're called a pipe cleaner.
And what you want to do is...
with it.
These are chenille wands. And so you want to make sure that you cut it long enough. Don't be skimpy on that, because if you don't cut it long enough and it's barely tucked in there, you could lose it. You could get around in there and it could pop off. So so we use these, and we just give them out. If somebody asks, we just hand them a bunch of them. We don't sell them. But you just push that all in there. And you can actually even bend this and open this. And Jordan will go in and he'll get dirt out of there, but then I also know that he puts silicone and oil on this and uses that to clean
and
around.
for two reasons. If you're taking just this little naked dude in there, it's not going to pick up as much lint and, you know, debris as if you put a little drop of oil.
It's like pledge
it's going to
and
attract
dust.
it. Yeah.
That's right.
And then have your really clean one that's just the put your oil down. So you can also use, I've done them with the pipe cleaner that's like thin and thick. You got a little bit of fuzz and a whole lot of fuzz. Those work really good. You put all of the fuzzy stuff here, and then you're sticking in the part that's going inside your pipe cleaner is just the, you know, the thin stuff. It is pretty nice. It really does grab a lot of the extra lint and debris. So I use that one to be the grabber, and then I use these really thin ones to be the applicator. But
Excellent.
But yeah, and then if my dog gets it or the kids take it, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
matter.
it costs me nothing. You can go to the dollar store and get all of this.
Yeah. You can even get the coffee stir sticks anywhere now.
Yeah, you can get them at our Walmart. You can get them at the paper goods section.
Yeah, in a box.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, let's see. I think that was it for questions. I think that was it. And then we wanted to tell you a couple things. One is that we've changed up our newsletter format just a little bit. Part of it was because I think we were sort of stuck in a rut, you know, a little bit. And we just wanted to send out the newsletter and tell you every day, you know, something that we were doing or what was going on. And, you know, we're just not that interesting for what's going on.
We want you to open it, but if like, oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, so what we're doing instead now is we're doing it monthly. And so it's going to go out more near the beginning of the month. That wasn't true this month, but it'll go out near the beginning of the month. We're always going to include a free pattern. We're always going to include some sort of a recipe. And what did I put it? It was a horrible... Oh, it was the mini pizzas.
The mini pizzas in the air fryer
the
or in
mini
the
pizzas.
oven. My kids love it.
We do too. We do too. And so it, you know, so it's, you know, maybe not always something super special or healthy, but anyway, something that is a family favorite. So it'll always have a recipe, and then, you know, the things that we're working on and what to kind of watch for the month. And then this time there was a coupon, right? Oh, I guess it wasn't a coupon, it was just a special.
Just a special. Yeah, you don't even
If
have
you
to use a
opened
coupon.
it and you read it,
You know what the special is.
Yeah. And if for some reason, people will sometimes email me and say, hey, for some reason they're not getting the newsletter, a couple things could happen. One is it could be in your junk or your spam, because there's quite a few people on the email list, and your computer recognizes that it's coming from a large server, and there's a whole bunch of people that are attached to that.
Yeah.
So it could be protecting you by putting it in spam or promotions or junk. So you have to say not junk, and then it'll start coming into your inbox. The other thing is if you're just over it and for some reason your computer is just not letting us through, if you go to our website under newsletter, you can click on it, right?
Yes.
And it's right there.
So the newsletter tab, I will always add the newest one will be right there. So you can always see it. All the links will work. All of it will be as if you got it in your inbox. We had a question yesterday from Tracy. If you have applied, registered or whatever, to get the newsletter on your phone, sometimes it doesn't go to your laptop or your whatever. It has to do with IP addresses. It's very techy. Our email provider has kind of talked to me about things. He said, people can give you your email addresses and we can plug them in for you, but they're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
It says it matters where you plug them in. So if you have registered on your phone, but maybe you really just want to look at it on your iPad or your laptop or whatever, try re-signing back up for the newsletter off of that other device. It will make a difference. I know it made a difference with Sabrina. Sabrina was like, I cannot get it on my phone. I cannot get it on my phone. And I said, well, do it both. Sign up on your laptop and sign up on your phone. And it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me.
We don't know.
And
Something
maybe
to do with B batteries.
yeah, those be batteries. So try it again. Or go to our website, click the newsletter tab, and it'll be right there for you. You can open it, see the links, see all the
See
jazz.
what's going on.
Save it if you want.
Yeah. And then the other thing too is, let's see, we have box opening tonight. We might have a special guest. There's a little 6-year-old boy that won a contest.
Yeah.
And so he's going to come and hang out with us a little bit, and
That'd be
maybe
fun.
if he's not too shy,
Yeah.
he might. We might have a special guest tonight, so we'll see about that. And if so, more about that. But I think I said, well, make sure Mom comes, because we want to make sure that Mom gives permission for
Yes.
whatever. But so we'll see. So we might have a special guest, but so we'll see about that. And then the other thing is, I wanted to do something kind of fun with you, because I did this with your dad, and it was kind of funny. So
Oh no.
I just want to see. I have a theory. All right, ready?
Yes.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
Spoon,
Spoon,
fork,
fork,
knife.
knife,
What color is my shirt?
black.
Repeat after me. Spoon.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say black.
You got it on one time.
Did you annoy the hell out of Dad?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to repeat after you, not answer the question.
So that's what you would have said, right? Is what color
What color
is
is my shirt? Yeah. I would have.
I should have videoed it with Dad, because it was this whole thing. Repeat after me, and of course he'd say black, gray.
What am I missing?
Yeah, never did get it.
Oh.
Never did get it. Do it with your husbands and see, because I thought, as soon as I saw that, because I was watching it and watching somebody else do that, and I thought, what is wrong with you?
Repeat after her.
What color's my shirt? That's what you should say. And I thought, do you think it's a woman that women, and this is very sexist, and I don't mean it to be, I'm just curious. I'm not saying that a man doesn't listen like a woman, but he doesn't. Men listen differently. Women listen differently. So I'm just curious as to if all men will say black instead of what color is your shirt.
Huh. I don't know.
Do it with Robert.
I'll see. He might
Tape
get
it. Tape it with
Okay.
Robert. Because I didn't tape it. Now, Dad, he's over it. I can't ask him again.
He doesn't care what color damn shirt it is.
No, because it's clearly not black. I don't even know why you're bugging me right now. I'm walking away.
He's not fancy to know to say ebony. Pick a different name.
Yes. So, anyway, all right. And then what's the quilt behind us?
Oh, it is,
Is it double decker?
Double- what
No,
is it,
double decker.
double decker. I was going to say second slice. I knew that wasn't right. Double decker. And I thought we'd show this because we got on, was it Wednesday? Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of jelly rolls in. So it'd be really good. So this is Sandcastle. So it's the brown and aqua one, which I think would be really pretty in here. We do have, and maybe Brittany can put in a picture. We have a really bright one done.
Fruity.
That's
What's that
really
called?
pretty. This one is called Summer. So if you like it bright, I think we can at the very end insert a slice. What was this one called?
Double decker.
Double decker.
Decker. Dang it. That looks in the bright, and then you've got the jewel tones, the green and purple. So really good
love
one.
that one.
You need one jelly roll, and I think it is 2 yards of a accent piece. So your accent can be contrasting together, and you can of course shuffle it any way you want it. You don't have to.
It
put
goes together
stripey.
pretty quickly.
Really together, really fast. Really fast. And I saw that Kim, she made this one, and the little bits of leftover, she made it into, just sewed the triangles together and made like a
Little
faux, like a faux tri-dazzle that had little stripes and solid pieces. It was really
I
cute.
did see that. That reminds me, that's the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to start, I think, this week. So watch for it. Maybe we'll announce it either, tonight or Friday morning when we get it done. But we're going to go ahead and start some Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I belong to quite a few, and I'm always like, commenting or doing whatever. But I love, love, love the groups that I belong to where people will post the
Show.
picture of their quilt and say, well, what do you think? This border or this border? And I thought, gosh, we should do that. There's a bunch of us that kind of sew together and
That'd be fun.
have our patterns. So we're going to do that. We're going to start a little, and we'll call it, I don't want to call it sew along because it isn't a sew along, but it's sew with Brianna or sew with, and then we can post what we're working on, have you guys post what you're working on, we can share the patterns. And anyway, so for those of you guys that are still Facebooking and do the Facebook groups, we're gonna do more of that, so that it's not, and so often, we do Facebook Messenger, we're messaging just one person, and it's like, oh gosh, I wish I could share this, and
or the people that send us the email that say, this is what I'm working on,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking this, but do you guys have any options?
and then we'll
few emails.
put it on there.
Yeah. I think
it takes a village sometimes to pick a border.
Yeah. Or just help with inspiration. Sometimes you just need that inspiration. So I can't go to the quilt store just to wander. I'll whatever that reason is. But you can always go on your phone and see what everybody is working on, and maybe something will catch your eye, or you'll find someone on there that's making the same quilt as you, and you might have questions for her or him. Or
It's nice to see
cool.
that same pattern in multiple different colors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
All right.
I think we're good. So I think that's everything. And
right.
we'll see you guys tonight for box opening.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.